coworker gave you the bird?
Yo, Alex found this one's YouTuber slash Spotify creator, and all his songs have to do with poop. He just says poop again and again and again and again. And there's
What's his
one.
name? It's like really tame, like just Michael Jackson. I
His
couldn't
name
think of a
is
good name.
The Odd Man Who Sings About Poop.
Oh, that's okay. So it's not like a tame name. I started the recording, by the way.
Oh, you did. Okay, you could have told me
Yeah,
that. I feel like
yeah. Well,
very
I just
inappropriate.
you wanted a cold open, so I gave you a cold open.
I don't.
Hey guys, welcome back to episode 6.
Five.
No, it's gotta be 6.
I was just naming names.
Oh, right. Those are numbers.
Numbers.
Um, welcome back to episode name 6. 7? 6? 6. 6 of
It's
the
six.
Mostly Mediocre podcast. The mostliest mediocreest podcast across North America.
You're joined by me, Yash, and the
Uh,
recipient,
I'm Henry. Yeah, I didn't say my name. I'm
Fool.
Henry. Fool.
As you
I
might
go
have
by many
noticed,
names.
that we currently do not have a opening jingle,
Yes.
and the one at fault is my lovely coworker Ethan. And
Well, you
he,
get what you pay for, hey?
yeah, he flipped me off on
And
the
we,
way out of work today. He got to the
yeah, you
parking lot
mentioned
first and drove by and looked at me straight in the eye and gave me the finger.
backed his car directly into yours. Destroyed the bumper.
Funny thing was, he
Sped
did
out a tire.
that, and then like when we were at like the intersection, I revved it full high gear, and straight
Oh yeah,
hit him right in the middle of the intersection. Got T-boned.
T-bone. Boom.
Policeman came by. He asked me, "Hey, witnesses say that you hit him into the middle of the intersection, leading to his violent death." And I said, "Can you prove that demonstrably?"
And the cop's like, well, that's not my job. And then he shot you.
Yeah,
But he had bad aim. So
yeah, I lived. It's like I was wearing a shirt, but he didn't account for like I kind of it's like a tree. Like the rest of my
what?
body are like the branches, and then like my actual body, the trunk was inside. I'm a
What?
lanky person.
You're like a tree because
I'm
your
like a
body is
so it's like there's only like
what?
one true core of my body. If you think about this as a JRPG boss, you have to find
Okay,
my
yeah.
weak point, my
Right.
crit
Right.
spot,
Right.
and like it's like the area around me isn't like actually me, but it looks like it's
Right.
me.
Okay. It's like a tree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good metaphor. Um, we missed a week last week because you were busy with exams,
Yeah. Did
studying
well,
hard.
but we missed
Yeah.
out. Let our
Yeah.
fan down.
Let
Shout
our
out to
fan
Michelle
down.
knitting
Shout
and
out Michelle knitting. Kira
Kira
not
and
knitting.
her rat. Sushi is still alive. Everyone pray for Sushi.
Pray for him.
Apparently he's on death's bed for the past 3 weeks.
What?
Yeah. Wait, you didn't know?
No, I didn't know.
I remember first year, December, we had like a Harry Potter themed like mystery dinner.
Yeah. The murder
And
mystery.
the look on Henry's eyes when
Oh,
Kira showed Sushi the rat to Henry, he's like,
I
"Ooh,"
my heart grew 3 sizes that day
which wasn't to
for
say a
sure.
lot.
No, I mean 3 times whatever 0 is still like 0. But like that rat peed on me. Oh, I was in love. It's
That the
like how
peas were
Remy.
really so your heart grew from seeing it, and something else grew from being peed on. Is
That's.
that what you're
I mean,
saying? Once again, it
yeah,
wasn't big enough to make a difference, growing 3 times in size.
yeah. Oh,
Oh,
that's a good
I'm
one.
the one in charge today.
Someone get this guy an improv class. Get some water, cause he's on fire. And then we had like the soundboard, like doo, 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 doo,
I can't wait till we finally go to Yuk Yuk's and do our stand up bits, you know?
Pardon, where?
It's
Yuk
that the
yuk?
isn't that the comedy club downtown?
Yak yaks?
Oh
Who's going to yuk yuk?
no. It's the alley right next to it.
Hey guys, welcome to Yuk Yuks. And they all look at you like, what's this guy talking about? It's are there any words that you say wrong because you've never heard them said before?
Funnily enough, so I was a big Percy Jackson fan when I was young. Like a
Right,
big Percy
like
Jackson
all
fan.
everybody was. So
Yeah, yeah.
rite of passage, right? You have to like Percy and Grover and Annabeth and the other characters in that
Book series, yes.
book series.
Like I've been reading it. Like I saw the first copy I read of it. It's absolutely like in shambles. But I I was a dumb kid. I was a dumb kid. I read a lot, but I never really like talked a lot. So for the longest time, I thought Olympus was called Olympus.
Olympus.
So it was like Mount
Oh,
Olympus, and it's like
oh,
I was like
oh
what
no!
8 or 9, and
And then
I
like
say
the one time you say it, it's like, oh yeah, Greece. That's where Mount Olympus is. And then like it gets real quiet for a second. You're like, what?
yeah.
Say that.
Alex hasn't let that go yet. The entire
So
Olympus thing.
orange like Pico tea, orange Pico,
Uh,
like the
yes.
brand, like what the type of tea, orange Pico. I'd never heard Pico said before, so I thought it was pronounced like Pico, like
Oh,
orange Pico. And then the first time I said it, was like it got real quiet. And I was like, they're like, what did you say? I was like, orange Pico, because I was like, it sounds fancy, like, oh Pico, orange
mm,
Pico, a cup of orange Pico, please.
uh-huh.
Whatever British people are like. I mean, they're made up for the Sherlock extended universe, but yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
that's not important right
Is
now.
that I think I know another word, or should I say name that you say wrong.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, Yush, like
yeah. It might be
Rush.
my name, like Big
Why is
Time
there an A in
Rush.
there? Big time Rush, big time Yush.
Yeah, dude. Do you want to make a boy band?
Yeah, we'll call it big time Yush.
Can we call it vehicular manslaughter?
Yeah,
Because our origin story and like the vehicular manslaughter lore stems back to where I got really angry and like hit Ethan's car in the back and hit him into the middle of the intersection. And after the cop missed his shot at me, I started singing. It was like like the speech from Braveheart.
yeah.
Never seen the movie, but it's basically like the speech from Braveheart.
Freedom.
Yeah, it's like you
That's
might
my
have
guy
our
right there.
hearts, but you'll never have our liberty or something.
Freedom. Yeah, William Wallace. Yeah, what a badass.
Were the Scots the original Americans?
Um, what? No, didn't they lose that war?
Oh, I mean, America's lost a lot of wars.
Not the big one, not the one that mattered.
I guess. I
Uh,
guess. Um,
so another actually at my house, back on this name thing, we always say, like lemon meringue pie.
mm-hmm.
We always say we know it's meringue, but we always say meringue.
Meringue.
So I think
Goo.
my younger brother and sister, they think that's what it is. They
Mm-hmm.
think it's meringue. So I worry about them that one day it's gonna come up and they're like, "Oh, do you have any? What's your favorite dessert?" I'm like, oh, lemon meringue, and everyone's gonna have that same. Say that again.
I didn't
That's
think
the
you
worst.
felt. Sorry.
Whoa.
Unaccounted for. Speaking of pies, I was like baking just now. I was baking some wonderful cookies,
Yeah, I
and
saw
like
they look big.
uh, I can leave one at your doorstep late at night for you in the morning.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. That's too much work.
I'll leave my window open and you can just
I'll like
gently
throw it
place it.
in. Oh yeah, I'll be gentle. But
Yeah, we have different ideas.
so like as people might know or might not know, our two listeners, I am in fact Indian, And Indian people, we make like very certain foods, or even like we when we make sweets, it's like a very certain utensils. And there's like always this really good bit where like whenever like Alex and I like try and bake something, or I try and bake something, I like never have the right tools. Like I'm trying to like
Okay.
fold like the cookie dough, and I don't
What
have
do you
anything to
need?
fold it. Like
What do you
like
mean
the
fold it? Oh, like the little plastic thing?
yeah, I don't actually have one.
Everyone's got one of those.
Like that's the thing. I know we had one, but it's missing. It's like whatever I
Okay.
need, it's always missing. And
But
like
like, what do
after,
you don't really need much. All you need to like is a bowl and like a spoon if you really want to make cookie dough, right? You don't
I
even like
mean,
need a
a
whisk
whisk
really.
helps. It
You don't
helps.
need it though. Just but like things
Yeah.
get stuck in there.
Uh huh.
I've never liked whisks much.
I feel like they break easily. They're like you. They
They
look good
break
at
easily.
first, but with the
I've
slightest
never
amount of
had
pressure,
a
you break.
I've never had a whisk break on me. Have you?
Like I
How
think
much pressure are you applying to whisks?
I've never like broken a whisk, but whenever like we have this like mini tiny whisk at my house, and it's just always been like kind of broken, and I just don't know what my parents do or my
Well, it's
sister.
still if it ain't if but it's like it's fine. It's fine. Yeah.
I
Damn,
mean,
that's crazy.
that's crazy.
Yo, speaking of, you ever like wonder like how all those old words that used to mean like such amazing things like epic and awesome, now they're just like
And
things you
Tobuscus.
say. Shit, Tobuscus, the old Greek word Tobuscus. Like they used to mean something, right? They used to mean
uh,
like, oh, I stood before like the rock at Gibraltar as the sun set and it was truly awesome. And now we're like, oh, dude, I guess got a coupon on my Big Mac.
oh, that's awesome, dude.
Awesome, epic, dude.
Epic.
It's not the same.
A lot of things aren't, you know? Fuck.
Yeah,
Remember the good old days? When,
yeah,
like, if we wanted to get someplace, we'd have to wrangle ourselves a horse?
yeah. Especially when there weren't horses.
Yeah. We kind of pretended we were on one. We used to be
You
like,
just sort of,
"Whee!" It's like
yeah,
Monty Python, except not.
yeah, but like better.
Yeah, better, better. That's what I meant to
Do you
say.
think if a Monty Python movie like came out today, like the same thing, but like better quality, it would do as well?
Like, here's the thing. I like Monty Python movies. Like, I love Monty Python and the Holy Grail. But sometimes I feel like they're like good, but I wouldn't say they're like amazing.
I think they just hold a special place in a lot of people's heart. Like, I mean, they're
Yeah.
funny for sure, right? Like, there's good comedy in them, but I
Mm-hmm.
think a big part of it is just like that helped formed a lot of people's like comedic views,
Mm-hmm.
and so that's what they find funny.
Uh-huh.
Like us, we're still moldable, we're still soft clay,
Yeah.
and so like the things we see nowadays, that's what informs our humor, right?
Yeah. So like if I were to like manhandle you into like a shape.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
soft clay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like soft clay.
like soft clay, wet clay.
Wet
Clay.
clay.
It's got to be wet.
You know, you know
Tell me.
I was thinking people don't really respect the ancient craft of pottery making, you know?
Yeah.
Back in the day, we would like in ancient Greece we'd make amphoras, like epic like vases and shit filled with
Yeah.
beautiful artwork. So
Uh,
that's the thing. I'm gonna make a business where we make Greek amphoras.
and then 2,500 years later, you got like those paper plates with animals on them.
Yeah,
Zoo pals?
like it. Here's the thing. It's like pre-ordering something. You're gonna like buy this amphora, but you can't really use it until like
Wouldn't they put
2,500
like
years from now.
wine in it or something?
Yeah, they could put wine in it, but they're not allowed to use it because it has to be authentic, right? Like we're making authentic Greek vases, and like you can't have it until it's all like ruined and shit.
Oh, so if you want an ancient Greek vase, you gotta wait till it's ancient.
Yeah, I mean, that
Because
makes sense.
you can't make an ancient Greek vase. You have to make a Greek vase, and then it has to become ancient.
Yeah, that just be a fake. And here's the thing: I feel like I'm the realest person on earth. Like,
Yeah,
I've never lied, I've never cheated, I've never done anything wrong to anyone in my life, and I wouldn't
yeah,
want to wrong the ancient Greeks. Diogenes, he'd be real angry at me. You know,
yeah.
I'm
Well,
I'm already not going to like the good side of the afterlife, and I feel like might as well not go as deep. You know.
I think you ever think like it's too binary, like the afterlife. It's like the good place, the bad place. There
Mm-hmm.
needs to be like a broader spectrum, you know?
Like I feel like.
Kind of like ancient Greece where it's like you have like Hades, right? But there's like
Mm-hmm.
the different parts of it. There's like the really bad part, then there's like the okay, I'm just sort of walking around. Then you're like, oh, this is pretty nice, and there's like a better place. Like that's a better system.
Like, I think, like, I have two thoughts here. Number one, I just really like the idea of limbo. Just being stuck doing something so completely banal for the rest of your existence.
I think that's worse than like hell though.
hmm I feel like,
Like making the same sandwich every day.
I mean, I already do that,
Yeah, I kind of enjoy that.
like, I guess. But, like, my other thought was, like, I feel like we could make, like, a better sort of, like, Dante's, like, Inferno, you know? You had, like,
Yeah,
the 9, technically 11 layers of hell.
yeah, like the money launderers, the people who spoil the ending of movies.
Yeah, that meme
The
template. I
next
was
layer
thinking
was
we should make our own, and I think
yeah.
number one
Okay,
layer, uh,
we'll
I
each create our own Dante's layers of hell, and we'll compare them.
huh, because like I think the number one layer, number one, is gonna be uh, people who subscribe to. I'm gonna say okay, simps, because I was gonna go in the entire thing about like people who like.
Simps.
s- Oh, Henry, you're not a
I'm
simp.
not a. I'm not a simp. I don't
I didn't
simp.
say you're going to this layer of hell.
I might simp a little bit.
But all I'm saying is that like I think it's kind of funny and like their their entire thing should be like that one Ryan the Leader video about
The
day in the life of
what?
a simp. It's like that one video about the day in the life of a simp. The
Oh,
guy
I
was
didn't
like with
see that.
Shirley's and everything. Really good
Oh,
video. I fucking,
Churdleys. I love that guy.
it's like
Is
his
that
friend.
is that a group or a guy? Churdleys.
It's a guy, but like there's a couple other guys on it, and like it's one of
He's
his
the
friends.
skinny blonde guy, right, with the glasses.
I mean that guy.
Is
He has his
that
own channel. He has his own
is that
channel.
not which
Shirley's is
one
a
is?
bit of a group. I'm pretty sure it's more of a
You
group.
just said it wasn't. Oh my god.
Okay, Henry, I got scared and I don't think you're supportive enough.
I'm
I've
supportive. I'll support you.
look at me, look in my eyes. We have like a video call going on.
Yeah, we're looking at each other.
Well, yeah, I'm looking at something, all right.
You got like your hair is doing something. What is going on there?
I'm doing
Can you
the CG method.
how
It's
much of your vision is obscured by your hair right now?
none of it actually. I can see everything.
But like how your nose obscures your vision, how much of your hair is in the way?
I mean, there's a couple like strands coming down to my eyes. You look like you'd give a small town in the deep south a bad name.
Yeah.
You know, like Dane DeHaan from Chronicle. Think worse.
Chronicle? You know what's the
Chronicle.
worst hair? You know what the worst haircut is?
What?
Like the short Justin, like Justin Bieber's old haircut.
Mm,
That with like when the sides are short.
I'm not exactly sure you're talking about. If I'm
So
being honest with you.
like the waviness where it's like over the forehead. The OG Justin Bieber haircut.
Vaguely, yeah.
Okay, well that's kind of weird. Everyone knows the Justin Bieber haircut.
I
Like the
only,
guy from how about the guy from Big Time Rush?
I, I don't want to say because I'm Big Time Rush's biggest fan, but I don't know what you're exactly talking
He's like
about.
blonde. He's like in front of his eyes. Oh, you're a fake fan. Name one of their albums right now.
Big Time
Name one
Rush.
song. Oh, you got
Boyfriend.
me there. You got me there. You got me there. Big Time Rush by Big Time Rush. It's like Kids
Yeah.
See Ghosts with Kanye and Cudi, but Big Time
It's
Rush.
like Kids Bop with Kids Bop 1, 2,
Kids Bop
3,
1, 2.
4,
Well,
5,
three
6.
was okay.
I don't. Okay, what songs are on 3 then?
So
Poser.
here's the thing, actually, like the first few Kids Bops, it's a guy singing. It's not even kids. Isn't
It's
that
probably a
crazy?
kid who sounds like a guy.
No, it's like a dude. It's like a grown man. It's like older than us.
I I don't believe you.
I think it's something along those lines. But how many Kids Bops are there?
Like 43, 44.
First of all, what even is kids? It's like sung by kids for kids. Kids don't listen to music,
They listen to whoever's on the
do they?
radio
Yeah,
on the
ads
way to
pumping.
softball practice.
There's no like a radio station for kids, right?
No, no.
No, because kids don't listen to radio. Kids don't have radios. You've ever? I used to have a radio when I was younger, a little gray radio.
But you are a freak, so like you don't really count.
I want to make a radio.
A ham radio? Talk to the
I'm gonna, s-
ISS?
I'm gonna talk to the IRS.
IRS. I heard you
No,
were
sorry.
doing tax fraud, Henry.
Tax fraud?
You're
No.
helping me insider trade, weren't you? Tell me what to buy.
Yeah, I was
Uh,
telling you to buy Hertz. They filed for bankruptcy, so now's the best time to buy their stock.
what if I just only buy Tesla?
Tesla's at like $1,000 now. It's crazy.
Yo, it's like they should have gone private at 420. That's all I'm saying.
Dude, 10 years ago they were at $10, and now it's at 1,000. Like, God, that's insane.
That's the market. That's the business.
That's business, baby. I'm making
It's just
money.
business. I
That's
come
just
up
business.
there, I break your
Nothing
kneecaps,
personal.
take your kidney out, sell it for about 15 grand on the black market. Just business.
Yeah,
You want to
nothing
cut?
personal, kid.
You want to cut? I take your fingernails, sell them to some
So it's
man.
always just business, you know. I didn't
Like
mean to hit your car.
like
It's just
this
business.
the society's haves and have-nots and market transactions on a grand scale. Here's the thing.
Yeah, it's
It's
just
just
business.
business.
You know, I gotta get to work by any means necessary. It's just business.
Like I think we should I don't want to go back to like the society bit until we like if we want to do it again like fully,
Yeah,
but like the best
dip our
form of
toes in a
business.
little.
Here's the thing, right? Like money's not equal. Not everyone has the same amount of money.
That's right. Yes.
So, but here's the thing. My education was founded upon Yu-Gi-Oh GT. It's
Oh,
the Yu-Gi-Oh TV show where they're on bikes. That and Pokemon. And
why are they on bikes?
I think they thought it'd be really appealing to kids.
Are they all like? Are they like what kind of like a bicycle or like a motorbike?
It's like a really it looks kind of like a Tron bike, but it's basically a Tron bike with like the Yu-Gi-Oh deck on it.
What even was? Did you ever have one of those Yu-Gi-Oh things, like the arm ones?
No, my
Dude,
parents I
I
was a
used to have
fool.
one of those. Those things are so cool. Like the arm thing, and like it like opens up. Oh, dude, it is like this. It is the coolest thing in the world. And it goes like or something like that. Oh, dude, it was like the coolest thing. Put your I no kid like unless you're like a nerd, no kid knows how to play like Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh, right? They just have the cards.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever actually played a game of Pokemon?
No. Kid
I
stole my
haven't
Heat
ever.
Tran once, but apart from that, no.
Kids, what?
A kid stole my Heat Tran once.
That's fucked, man. Really?
Yeah. Was it
Just
you?
kill him. Just
No,
business.
no.
Just
But yeah,
business.
just business. So here's the thing. I think we
What, he
should
stole a
we should
kid?
live society with microtransactions and loot boxes for playing cards. And if you ever want anything done, you have to like fight in a duel with like it's like our own version of Yu-Gi-Oh, kind of.
Oh, you have to like roll every time you want to do something.
Yeah, it's not like the D20 based JRPG Society. It's not that one.
No, not that
Like
one.
this one is like you're just playing card duels, right? So like here, you want to get hired at a job, right? So
Okay,
you're
yeah,
like,
I do.
it's you pull out your fucking Yu-Gi-Oh deck. You say, I challenge you to a duel.
But
Ow,
the duel.
ow, that hurt my arm. Fuck.
Oh, you wimp.
I could crush you with my bare hands. But it's like you challenge them to duel, and if you win, you get hired. If you lose, they get to take one of your body parts.
What happens when you lose in Yu-Gi-Oh? Don't they like they send a card to like the graveyard or something?
No, I'm pretty sure like you get sent to the fucking Shadow Realm.
No, that's Bakugan. No, it is Yu-Gi-Oh, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
But that happens in Bakugan too, where it's like in the first season where it's like, oh, if you lose the duel, then your Bakugan gets sent to the shadow dimension or something.
I was
That was
more
a
of like a
that was a
Beyblade person, honestly. I was more of a
Beyblade.
Beyblade.
It's all just shows designed to sell toys.
I know, but that's the best thing.
So
Which is like, why don't we make a show and we're gonna sell toys to kids?
it's got to be like an anime JRPG game.
Anime JRPG game where we sell weaponry to children and encourage dueling between kids to weed out who's the strong, who's the weak.
How about like, uh, there's like knights. They're like knights.
Uh huh.
So it's like every kid has like a sword,
Uh
and like
huh.
they go like ba 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 ba, and like the sword goes out, and then like they get like a mech suit, or there's like
A
a
Gundam.
avatar
They
that's
get a Gundam,
what's a Gundam?
a
Wait,
giant robot to fight it.
has that been done before?
Uh, maybe. I just really want giant fighting robots to be the coolest fucking thing ever.
Metal
Like,
Gear.
here's the thing. Like, in international relations, the world is straying further and further away from war because of like all like the collateral damage everything it had, right? It'll have, right? Because like the entire thing is, it's not going to be profitable to states anymore. So my idea, why don't we just instead get giant robots and we have representatives from each country fight in giant robots to determine
Okay.
conflict?
Do they build their own robots?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. So it's like a robotics competition, but like the stakes are a lot higher.
yeah, and like death.
Death. Well, death. That's just one person though.
Yeah, which thing you're
Yeah.
minimizing casualties. Once they'll probably get paid a good amount and everything.
You know, it probably costs less to build a giant robot than
Then
to
to
fight a
like,
war.
yeah, and like you don't need the robot to fight for an extended period of time because it's just like dueling. It's just like
Yeah,
a
and
duel.
if you're smart, you can make the robot like take out the legs. Easy, done. You win.
But they might have jetpacks. Have you never watched anything of giant robots? Holy shit.
How are you gonna get a giant robot to? It's too heavy.
Yo, I didn't say this was happening now, okay? Like fuck you. If I want a
Fuck
giant
you,
robot,
buddy.
it has to fucking have a jetpack or else it doesn't count. Like here's the thing.
You know what's
What do you
crazy?
think
I
when you
was
see
looking
giant
at
robot?
like Power Rangers.
You fucking idiot.
That's where they're from. That's where they're invented for.
No.
Has Godzilla ever fought a giant robot?
Uh Godzilla fought giant robot Godzilla, I'm pretty sure. Mecha
Oh right,
Godzilla?
I forgot about Mechagodzilla.
Idiot.
Damn, that's crazy.
Damn,
What's he
that's
up to now?
wild.
What's he up to these days?
Godzilla
Godzilla
just booling.
wasn't there a Godzilla movie like a few years ago?
There's one
Godzilla King of Monsters.
I watched. Okay, a lot of people had hate for like the 2014 one. I kind of liked it.
It
I
was
haven't
kind of
watched.
cool.
I haven't watched King of
It's
Monsters though. Like I just liked
it's.
how it was more an atmosphere than like the monster
I
itself.
mean, Godzilla is just because it's kind of like Lovecraftian in a way, you know,
Not at
where
all.
it's like it's kind of but there's a giant monster under the ocean and it's been there for a billion years. That's cool.
Yeah, it's like
That's
we're
cool.
nothing to it,
We're
and
nothing to Godzilla.
like I just think that like Godzilla 2014 just really underrated as a movie.
Yeah. Well, you ever watch that old Godzilla from like not old, but like the '90s or like early 2000s?
Yeah, I know of it.
That was
I've seen a clip
so
of it.
bad.
I've seen a clip of it,
I
and
think
it just
that
no.
Godzilla was like super skinny or something.
Yeah, and like I remember seeing this like video of it like stomping in like New York City, and it's like New York City's King Kong's thing. Like, why don't you take like
Yeah,
fucking
get out of there.
Chicago?
You know what? Because I think like what they were trying to do with like that King like Kong Skull Island movie, and like that Godzilla was like make a monster universe or a Godzilla universe. But like King Kong is like compared to like that 2014 Godzilla, he's like not big.
Like even
Like
compared
the
to
old,
like 2014 Godzilla just shoot a laser at King Kong, and you got some nice like stir fry going. You know,
but like the old, what? What are you talking about? What are you
I was
doing?
saying like in a fight, he just uses a laser, roast King Kong, and he has some nice like kebab. You can have a
Oh,
King Kong kebab.
I thought you meant King Kong was gonna start making stir fries. Like,
I mean, here's the thing. Maybe it'll
what?
be like reverse Pokemon, where like King Kong will tame Godzilla through stir fry, but the stir fry is
Here,
humans.
here's something I thought of. See, you ever heard like that old thing? Like, if you have an infinite number of monkeys and an infinite number of typewriters, that eventually they'll write the works of Shakespeare.
Yeah, yeah,
So I was thinking about that. And so if you had an infinite number of monkeys and infinite typewriters, eventually they'll write some beautiful poetry, right?
yeah. Or they'll write
And but wait.
oh,
If you had an infinite number of poets and an infinite number of typewriters, eventually they would also write beautiful poetry. So therefore, monkeys are equal to poets. I rest my case. Any
weren't you a
questions?
poet? Aren't you saying you're a monkey?
We're all sort of
Why'd you
yeah.
pause? You're a
I'm
monkey.
monkey. I'm
So
monkey.
basically, I monkey.
I'm playing Overwatch. I'm the monkey. I'm the
I'm
monkey in every
Winston.
game I play.
Can I be
No,
Winston?
yeah.
You're supposed to say I'm already Winston. You're bringing
I'm
back the.
already I'm monkey.
I'm gonna be Widowmaker.
No, I'm monkey.
I'm monkey. Hoo, 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 hoo.
Do you ever think about how like the smallest monkeys could like still rip your face off?
Yeah, that's fucked.
Like they're quick. I wouldn't want to get a monkey. You gotta be nice to monkeys because like even like a tiny monkey, like a little fun, cute little monkey, it'll rip your face off
Okay,
instantly.
here's the thing. Okay,
Could you?
um,
How much? Like
well, okay,
maybe like
here's a hypothetical. Okay, you're
okay,
given
yeah,
you have to fight 20 monkeys, right?
okay.
In a 1v in a 1v20 battle, and you get $500 to prepare. You can't buy guns. What do you buy to fight these monkeys?
I buy bananas and rat poison.
So your entire thing, these monkeys are coming straight to kill you, and you're gonna buy bananas and rat poison and throw it at them.
I'll like inject it into them. They're all gonna fight. Then they're gonna fight over themselves,
Okay,
Civil
so
War style.
basically, here's how it plays out. The monkeys grab the bananas, they crush your skull in, they stuff all the bananas in your stomach, and then make you like one of those like turkeys. Try
So the
again. What
first
do you
thing that
buy?
I buy, well, can I just buy like, hmm, can I buy a bigger monkey, and he fights on my side?
Okay, you
Can I
buy
buy a?
you buy a bigger monkey. It's Harambe and he's dead though.
I buy a gorilla.
You buy a gorilla.
Um,
You're in a cage. A zookeeper comes and shoots your gorilla, thinking it was gonna hurt you, and then the little monkeys overrun you and kill you. You fail.
can I buy like fire, like a flamethrower? Is
You're
that
gonna
a
say you're
gun?
gonna fucking buy fire.
I mean, I can make fire. Can I buy like? How about I get like?
I think
I
like
want to get like a super. Okay, so I'm gonna get like. Okay, here's what I do. I get a bunch of gasoline.
uh
I
huh
get a lawn. I get a sprinkler.
uh huh.
I get the sprinkler to pump the gasoline out. The monkeys run through it to get to me. Then I light them on fire.
I feel
And
like
I
that'd
have
be even
like
more
then
terrifying
there's
though.
20 monkeys on fire. They're panicking. They're not thinking about me. They can't even see me because their eyes are goo now. I beat the monkeys. There, that's how I beat the monkeys.
What? Okay, if you're gonna do that much,
I'd
you might
burn
as
them
well just
alive.
buy like 40 or like 50 things of like Axe body spray, and
No,
then
but like
pay 50 guys $1 to spray Axe body spray with a lighter.
no, that's too. That's why. What guy is taking $1 to fight a monkey? First of all,
You,
I
this is
guess
how you got in the
there's like
situation.
50 of them, right?
There's 20.
No, I like
Didn't you work at a
50.
bank?
Got you said 50 guys,
Oh, 50
dollar
guys.
each.
Yeah, that's pretty
That's
economical.
like
You know, it's
two and a
just
half guys
business.
per monkey. That's pretty good. You could do that.
Yeah, it's like it's just business.
2.5 guys could take a small monkey. I think they just grab it by the arms and legs, and then they just punch it really hard.
So if it takes 2.5 guys to fight a monkey, and if we're 2 guys, does that mean if put together we can fight a monkey and a half? No, a monkey and
No, so it's 2.5 guys per monkey.
uh huh.
So that's 1 over 2.5. It's 0. Uh, what's that? 1 over 2.5. 1 over 2 is a half. Oh, wait a minute. I can do this.
Yo, if I remember correctly, don't you like deal with like people's like mortgages?
I don't touch mortgages. That's not. I work in sales.
Oh,
Um,
do you work in a call center?
no, I work in. No, I don't work in a. I work for the bank.
Who owns a call center that you work in for
I
sales?
don't work in a call center. I work. I help make stuff. I make things. I make
Okay.
things that people see and they say, I don't want this. So it's between 0.5 and 0.33.
So together we can fight half a monkey? I don't think that adds up.
No, 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 no. That's not what I'm saying. So let me just do the math. Let me just
Because
do the math here.
I think we should start a business of
It's
fighting
0.4.
monkeys.
Of course it's 0.4. It's like so it's 0.4, 2.5 people per monkey. So it's 0.4 monkeys per people. So if there's two of us, we can fight we can fight zero point 0.8 monkeys.
We can fight point 0.8 monkeys. And here's the thing: we can't force the our like customer to fight for us. So we'll say they only count as half a person, which means that they only can fight point 0.2 of a monkey. So added together, we can
Wait,
make a great
say that
business.
again?
Okay,
Monkeys per person. Okay.
so here's the thing, right? So our business, two
People per
two
monkey.
men, 2 men, point 0.8 monkey. We're gonna be parading around in our like van throughout like countries that have monkeys, like tourist spots, right? And whenever like a tourist needs or is like getting attacked by a monkey, they can like hire. It's like the Ghostbusters, except they
Because we're
hire
the
us to
two
fight a monkey
guys. Yeah.
and send. Okay, here's the thing, right? So together we can only fight point 0.8 of a monkey, but it makes sense that the customer still will have to fight the monkey, right? Because it's like
Yeah,
a coming of age for
because
them.
a single customer can only fight zero point 0.4 of a monkey.
Uh huh.
So he needs us. He needs us to help fight the rest of the monkey.
Uh huh. And he can only half fight it because we only need point 0.2 instead of because we're point 0.8, so we only need point 0.2. So I think this is a pretty solid plan.
Yeah.
We might need a better name than 2 guys and point 0.8 of a monkey, but
Because once you get 3 guys, then you're like, you can take that monkey no problem, right?
uh
You're
huh.
over the 2.5 people per monkey threshold, right?
Uh huh.
So at that number, with 0.4 monkeys per person, times our 3 people, we're looking at 1.2 monkeys we can take as 3 people. So like we're guaranteed success with that one monkey because we have a 1.2 monkey capability.
But do you think we can like augment it by like having different like tools and like stats?
I think yeah.
Or
Once
like
I'm
what
sure,
if we get like like a lot of like businesses they have like tools. Why don't we get like a
yeah.
robotic
This
dog
this is our base case. So 2.5 people per monkey if we have no tools.
if we
Okay,
have no tools?
but think about once we get a tool in there, maybe we're down to a 2.25 people per monkey, right?
But then
So at this,
I'm also
we got like a
thinking that,
hammer.
but they can also take the hammer, which has its own inherent risk, so we can't be too dependent on tools.
Yeah, but that's then you have a then you can factor that in because then you have a monkey. So you can look at this number and we can say, okay, here's our base case, 2.5 people per monkey. Okay,
Uh huh.
let's say our strength with three hammers between us, right? Now we're up to 0.44 monkeys per person.
Uh huh.
So we're doing a little better, right?
So like point 0.4 better.
But you have to factor in the risk where you have three hammers. Monkey's got two hands, right?
Uh
Kind
huh.
of has four hands
Because
actually.
it's feet and its tail.
So
Does the tail count?
yes, they can curl it up and hold the hammer.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So now you run the risk. Now you got to factor in that probability that the monkey's going to get one of those hammers, right? So
Uh huh.
you have a few scenarios. You have the scenario where the monkey has no hammers.
Uh huh.
The monkey has one hammer, two hammer, three hammers, right? And so, what's the risk that a person loses a hammer, right? What do you think
Hmm.
it is?
I mean, it depends on
One
how
in 10.
well trained we are, and I
Well,
think
we're
1 in 10
trained.
works.
So we probably have a 1 in 20 chance, of
Yeah.
losing that hammer.
Uh huh.
But this other guy, he's probably got a 1 in 10, right?
Uh huh.
So now we're looking at, 1 in 20 is just a half over
Hmm.
10, right? So we
Hmm.
have 1/2 over 10 plus a half over 10 plus 1 over 10. We're looking at a 20% chance per monkey encounter that we're losing that hammer, right?
Uh huh.
And then a monkey with a hammer or a few hammers is a little more difficult, right?
Hmm.
So we got to look at each scenario in its own. But I think factoring in, you'd have to factor that into the pricing model, because hammers cost money up front if we're
Uh
losing a
huh.
hammer. So we can work out the details of our monkey killing business later. Um,
I wouldn't say monkey killing. That's like a bad name. I'll say monkey
monkey
defense.
monkey defense.
Monkey defense. It's like balloons TD, except
What?
instead of the monkeys fighting against the balloons, we're the people fighting against the monkeys who are fighting
Yeah,
against us.
because like you ever seen that Instagram page random chimp event?
No.
I'll send you it later, but it's basically the idea is like so the probability of there being a random chimp event where there's just chimps everywhere,
Uh huh.
it's
Like Planet of the
low.
Apes.
Yeah, right? But
Uh
it's
huh.
never zero.
It's never zero.
And so there could be a random chimp event, right?
Uh huh.
So that's like that tail scenario and like a bell curve, that low probability but high risk.
But there isn't there also technically a risk of like a 28 days later sort of situation where like
I
the
don't
chimp event
care
also.
about that.
You can never be sure, Henry. Like here's the thing, it's just business. If there's a chimp encounter, the chimps had the better trade deal.
The chimps have a trade deal?
Yeah,
What? You have a bilateral trade agreement?
with the chimp society. Maybe that's like
Why
maybe
did why
chimps have been
don't
sentient this entire time, and we've just been paying them to live. Like we've been paying them off so they don't like take up arms in like their underground labs and societies to fight against us and oppress us.
what is Planet of the Apes even about? Why are the chimps, here's a question, why are they upset still
Because
in
okay,
the movie?
I think
Because like
in the original one it was like long after Earth like died, right?
yeah, that's the first one where it's like he thought he went to an alternate universe, but really he went to the future, and that was like, what? The chimps are in control of the planet?
Uh
The
huh.
apes. They're apes, right?
Yeah, but
Okay.
I think in the new one it's just like super smart chimps just got out of a lab and then they're just fighting against humans.
Yeah. But there was one with Mark Wahlberg like 10 years ago, or like 15 years ago though. And that one was like, you know what the twist was at the end?
What?
Oh, it was crazy. He goes back, he gets his like spaceship out and he goes
Mhm.
back to Earth and he like lands in like DC and he runs up to like the Lincoln Memorial and guess what? Lincoln was an ape.
All along.
And it's like, what? Oh my god, what? That was crazy. That's crazy.
Fuck, I'm still processing that.
I know. You should watch that. It's good. Put that on your list.
What if like in Star Wars everyone was a chimp?
I don't think it would like really change anything.
It's Chimp Wars.
Well, it's not called Human Wars.
Well, fuck you.
Like wait, like everyone, like even like the non humans are now like chimps.
Chewbacca's now just
Chewbacca's
Chewbacca's
just a guy.
he's just a guy buck naked with like
I
a
mean, like
belt of
yeah,
grenades around his chest.
it's just it's Star Wars, but like everyone who was like a human is now like a Wookiee, and everyone who's a Wookiee is now just like a bald guy. Just Chewbacca, and like every time they're just like, "Hey guys," he doesn't make this like everyone else makes the sound. He's just like, "Yep, another day, hey."
Hey,
Yeah,
you know, like Chewbacca screams. What would be the human scream? You know what they say?
like
Uh
oh jeez, oh
oh,
jeez,
jeez.
some guy from like Minnesota. Oh jeez, oh jeez.
So
Yeah, like
I think that's a cool
that's
alternate reality.
that's crazy.
That's crazy. Now, so we're this people could probably tell this one was also not scripted. We've been getting a bit shafted
Yeah.
here, but I had the
Well, we
bit
were
where
both working full time, so
I got my classes, and
he's
I'm
got
not a smart person.
classes. I have business I attend to late at night
It's just
that
business.
I it's just business I
Are you
tell them.
are you simping? Are you simping at night? Late at night? Are you simping past
Simping?
your bedtime?
No, I'm firm. I got 11. That's it. 11. I'm like,
Do I need a
see
DM
you
Michelle
later.
on Instagram and say, "Are you letting Henry simp past 11 p.m. on a weeknight?"
Like maybe like 15 minutes past 11.
50?
15, maybe like 15 max.
Don't you fucking lie to me, piece of
That's
shit.
pushing it though. No, I'm you know me. I like my bedtime, my sleep.
You like your sleepy bed by time.
I like here. That's like something I can control. You know, and I like that.
Uh-huh.
I like the power it gives me. You know,
So
I'm in control. That's me.
I want to say something, but I feel like you'll get really angry at me.
Say it.
It
Let me
was gonna
say
it
it.
was gonna be since Michelle listens to this, right? And we're talking about you simping. I was gonna talk
Hmm?
about the time that you blew up my Minecraft village because I made fun of Michelle
We've
coming
already
over.
talked about this.
It was on
I
podcast.
didn't. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
We're
Oh,
just going in circles. I think.
we're going in circles. We need to go back to the scripted method, or well, not
Yeah.
scripted, but like where we actually have an
Just like
idea.
ideas. Yeah. I've been like. You been thinking about anything funny lately?
No, no.
No. Yeah. Me neither. Just blank.
I was thinking. So, have I mentioned the patient at like? There's a patient at my workplace who we call them. I don't think I have. So like
Oh
like
yeah.
I was like talking to the patient, and he was really confused how like the heart monitor worked. And so I'm like, okay, I'm
So,
explaining how the heart monitor worked. He didn't get like there was no signal, so like he was like confused if like the monitor was working or not because like the way it
or
worked.
his heart was working. He's like, I don't know which one of these is broken.
Yeah, it was like the signal wasn't on, so he's like, "Are you getting the data?" And we're like, "No, no, no, it's fine if you don't get the data." And he just started like running around his house a lot, like between rooms, saying, "Do you get signal now?" Now, but that's not the weird part. But like the part where it got weirder and kind of like funnier, not is he started talking about like the heart, like why he has this heart monitor, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I have prostate cancer, right?" And I'm like,
Oh,
"Oh,"
jeez.
and I
Oh.
was like, "Oh, I'm
Oh.
sorry." And he said, "Yeah, it's not that big of a deal because like my energy goes down a little, but I just give myself a shock to make myself feel better."
A
And I'm like,
shock? He shocks himself?
"Yeah," and I'm like, "So here I'm thinking, I'm like, so you're giving yourself electroshock therapy." I didn't say that, but I'm like, "Oh, so you're shocking yourself?" I'm like, "Does your doctor know you do that?" And he's like, "No, no, no, my doctor doesn't know." So I'm here. I'm like, okay, so this patient's having heart problems and
And he's
he's
shocking
shocking
himself.
himself. And I'm thinking, are
Maybe
I didn't say this to him because I feel like that'd just be wrong, but I'm thinking maybe the reason that you have heart problems is because you're giving yourself electric shocks periodically throughout the day.
what do you think a shock? How does he shock? Maybe it's like one of those like how would you shock yourself if you wanted to?
I mean, there's this one like Mexican toy that like Alex has. Like he made me try. It was like you hold like these handles and like you can turn like the power up and it just shocks you, right?
Oh, you know what? He probably just uses like one of those Doctor Ho things. That's electric shock, right?
Maybe he's a cattle prod. His name was
Yeah,
like
maybe he uses a cattle prod.
he seemed he was like pretty old. I just don't know.
Maybe he's into that.
I don't want to think about this old man
Oh,
shocking himself.
hey, I'm just throwing it out there, you know?
I do not enjoy that at all. I'm
That's
just
just
gonna make that clear.
observation. I'm just making an observation.
You're making an
But
observation. It's just business.
it's just business. I'm just
You're
observing,
selling
you
a
know?
sexual electroshock therapy business.
I'm selling an electroshock therapy business. What you do with that, that's your business.
Okay,
Okay?
okay.
Okay? It's just business, okay?
It's just business.
Nothing nothing personal.
It's nothing personnel.
I think people cuz it's a thin line, right? Cuz you want to get involved in your work and like be
Uh-huh.
passionate about it. But at the same time, like if you don't like own the company or if it's like not like self-directed,
Mhm.
it's just business. Like,
Like,
it's
I'm only
not
getting
that
paid
big a deal.
$16 an hour, right? And, like, I left work late yesterday because I was almost done, like, the list of patients for the day, right? Like, all the urgent patients, because that's who I take care
Yeah.
of. And so I was talking to this, like, one old lady, and she was, like, really confused, and this is my limbo. This is my idea of hell. I was, like, stuck in, like, this phone call for 33 minutes and 12 seconds. Like I looked at the time when the call ended, and she's just asking questions on questions and going back to old questions is really confused. But like I couldn't say no because like she was just confused, and it's like some of my coworkers like, oh, you can. They're just like telling me like, oh, you can just like tell her like, oh no, I have another person on the call. But it's like I just feel bad.
Yeah, because he's has some questions, you
Yeah,
know?
and it's like she'd ask sooner rather than later. But I just thought it was really funny because like the call got to like 10 minutes. I'm like, oh, this is like one of like the longest calls I've had. Then I got to 20 minutes. I'm like, this is kind of funny. This is a good bit. Then hit 30 minutes. I'm like, oh God, please,
So like
please save me.
what is she asking about? She's like, how does this work? How do I do this? And you're like, shut up, lady, you know?
She was like wondering about like how like the patches work and stuff. And like here's the thing, right? Like there's like a spiel that like certain info we have to give them, right? About like how the monitor works and everything. And like I just called her because we need to make sure like the address we had on file was right.
Yeah. So
And
you call, you're like, hi, do you live here? And that
yeah,
was
I
supposed to be
was
like
like, "Oh,
yes
yeah,
or
like,
no.
I'm calling from blah, 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 and we received a referral from, like, doctor blah, 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 and we just need to, like, confirm your address so we can send you your heart monitor," right? And then
Yeah.
I didn't get her, like, address until, like, 33 minutes and, like, 2 seconds.
Wait, so she's asking about the stuff and she doesn't even have it yet?
Yeah, yeah, which is
So
why
she's like
I was like
prepared.
yeah, she was writing it down, and I was like, "Please, can I just, like" I was, like, thinking, like, "Can I just get your address?" But, like, the moment that, like, I'd finished explaining something and I was gonna, like, ask her for the address, she just asked another question. I'm just stuck here, just answering, like, more and more banal questions about this heart monitor, how this heart monitor works, and I'm like, "What?"
Ouch.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't that bad,
It's
but
like,
I was just
how
like
does the heart monitor work? And you're like, well, that's not relevant.
and, like, I've never really seen one, like, I've seen, like, a photo of them, but I've never, like, held one in my hands. So,
It's
like
just like a thing you wear and like just tracks your heart rate. That's all it is, right?
yeah, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, and then like your doctor looks and says, okay, so you're sleeping here and you have a abnormal whatever. And you're like you have heart arrhythmia, and they tell you you're gonna live for a long happy life or something. I don't know.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's, like, pretty much it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
you should have said. Should have said, lady, let me get your address. I
Yeah.
won't answer a single question until I get your address. It's just business.
I was just being nice because like I was like telling them that because like that's what we're there for, right? Like we're there to help.
Yeah,
I'm not like you. I'm
you
not
work.
callous.
You work in a call center.
No, I actually don't. I'm a
Kind
health
of sounds like you're
supervisor.
making. Sounds like you're making calls. So
Well, no, no. I'm
who
a
are you
health
calling?
supervisor.
Do you write their numbers down? Their addresses down? Pay them a
No,
visit?
no. I'm not gonna pay these patients a visit. This one guy,
Well,
like I was talking to another patient, and he didn't.
just business.
He thought I was a scammer, and he asked for like my name. And the moment he got my name, he swapped because I'm like my name's Yash. I'm like, oh fuck, I should just say like Fred or something because now that's
Hi,
like an
this is
Indian name.
can I do the bit? Is that okay if I do a bit?
Yeah, sure, do the bit.
So it's like, hello, this is John Smith calling
Hello.
from Indiana. Like what? No, are you John?
I don't know.
What's your favorite place to eat in Indianapolis, John?
That was like pretty much it because like the entire thing was is like for like this specific patient, the thing that happened was like like they had like a very urgent like medical procedure, and the doctor hadn't sent the referral, and we just need to get the monitor to them as soon as possible, right? That was like the entire thing.
Yeah, but you don't have like
And like
you obviously you don't have an accent, right?
no, no, I don't think I
So
have an
it's
accent.
kind of like a flip of that, right? So instead of like
Yeah,
having an accent and then saying like your name's like David Washburger, you're like have no accent.
like the
You
entire
know,
thing was it's like
think
yeah,
about that.
he had the procedure on a certain day and then another thing on the
Mhm.
other day, and all I did was like mix those days up for first. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, my bad. Like the procedure's this day, and instead we're sending it to you on this day. That's like the only thing that like happened. And then after that point, he got really suspicious of the fact that we needed his date of birth and health card because like the
Yeah.
doc,
Okay.
it's because
Yeah.
like it's because the doctor didn't have it because we hadn't got the referral, so we just need his date of birth and health card, and so we can actually send it to him. And like I had like all this other information, I had like the doctor who like referred him, all that sort of stuff, and he just wasn't having it. And
Oh
like
well,
it
it's
happens, but like
information you don't want to give out.
yeah, and I understand it, but it's just like my guy, just getting you this heart monitor.
Well, what can you can't really do much like a health card, right? I mean,
Yeah, health card and date of birth. What am I gonna do? Sign you up for like a Scientology trial?
I guess you could go like get prescription drugs or something, but like still, it's kind of it's your health card, right? It's not like your SIN number.
Yeah, it's not like anything serious, but I
What's your
mean,
SIN number?
it's a 123
Yeah.
456
Okay.
789
Okay.
penis
Is that a picture of the word?
picture emoji.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, just don't
Yeah.
do anything illicit with it, please. Thank
Yeah.
you.
The government took mine back. They were like, you've done enough.
You've had
You've done
enough.
enough voting and tax paying. You just take a year off. I'm like, oh, okay.
I was thinking of creating a business because it's only business where we we get a bunch of people together, and then here's the thing: for a society to work, they need a
You
certain
gotta
amount
get
of like the population to be working for them, right? So what if
yeah.
we get like 70, like 60, or even like 51% of like Canada's population just say no, we're not paying taxes all at once? What can they do?
I
Especially
mean,
especially if we get like the security sector on our side. Like all everyone in the army, RCMP, everything, they're like, no, we're not paying taxes anymore. Can the government
but
do anything? Because that's peaceful protest.
well,
Because if you're
it's
running for
sometimes
class,
hard to not unless you're like self-employed. You just sort of pay taxes automatically.
no, like we're like everyone's like, no, we're not paying taxes anymore. Period.
But how do you pay tax? I mean, how do you pay tax? I just it's taken out of my paycheck. They get their grubby little hands on it
Every
instantly.
single all the employers start paying in cash.
That's a lot of cash.
It's a lot of cash.
Who makes the cash? The
Uh,
government.
the workers at the mint are on our side too. They're not paying tax either.
It's J Pow. Who's the? I don't even know. Like the Canadian finance guy.
I don't know.
Who's Morneau is like the finance minister. And then like I don't even know the Bank of Canada the governor is though. It's like some new guy with like a master's in math. They're all math guys now. Bunch of nerds.
Aren't you like a math guy pretty much?
No, I'm like okay at math. I'm not like good at math.
Yeah, I can tell.
I did well in my math courses this year
I
though. I
mean,
had like a
yeah,
couple.
yeah, yeah, we get
I
it.
did
We get
well.
you did math, but you can't fucking calculate how much a man per chimp is.
I did the math. Like 0.4 monkeys per person.
But it took you so long to figure out that it takes
Can you
one
do?
person.
Can okay, like 1.25, like 1/25 is 4. Okay, I could have done that.
Idiot.
Is
How
equal
about you
to
go learn
0.
math, idiot?
Well, I could
Hey,
do
hey,
that,
hey, hey,
but
listen. Listen.
hey,
Listen. Listen.
listen.
Shut the fuck up.
It's just business.
It's
No
just
person.
business.
Hey,
Hey.
and McDonald's worker spits in my face. I'm like, what? It's just business. You want fries with that? Like, no, I do want fries with that, but
It's coming to spit.
it's coming with spit. Well, okay, but like, can I have?
That's like where the salt on the fries comes from. The man just
But
like
can I?
puts a ton of spit in his mouth and spits it out on your fries.
Is your spit salty? I mean,
No, he
what?
puts he puts a bunch of salt in his mouth and then spits
Oh
the
right.
salt out on your fries.
I mean, like, as long as he's clean, like, whatever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
I've
clean.
done worse. I'll do worse. Call
Well,
me, you know?
you'll do a lot of things for money, Henry, and not a lot of them are good.
Yeah, that's what a job is. Because it's just business.
It's just
At the
business.
end, at the end of the day, you know, whatever happens, happens. It's just business, nothing personal.
But yeah,
Too many
business.
businesses. Let's have like more monopolies, you know?
Yo, can I have a monopoly on the government?
I
Can I
want
have
a
can I
monopoly
have,
on violence. I want to be the government.
I'm gonna have a legitimate monopoly on violence and only against you. I have exclusive right to hurt you.
State-sponsored harassment of just one guy.
And it's like it's in the Constitution. Anyone can hurt the man named Henry Taylor McMahon.
There needs to be more like, well, there doesn't, there shouldn't be any of it. There's like not enough like references to people in the con, because it's like, I mean, it's obviously it's a timeless document, but it's like I want this to just like say something.
You want to say something?
Just there's gotta be like some fun stuff in there, you know. Have some fun. Have some
Have
fun.
some fun
Have fun with it, you know.
with your extremely crucial legal document.
Where are we at? Well, it's like
Minute
whatever.
two.
It's just a document.
I think we're at what are we? We're at 1 minute 1 hour 2 minutes 40
We're
seconds.
over an hour, yeah. So we can do whatever.
We should probably like
You have a
commit
call,
to.
right?
Yeah, I have a call in a bit, and I have to like check the cookies and make sure my sister didn't fuck them up while I was
All
gone.
right. Well, let's
But
cap it then. Let's
I
cap it.
say just so we actually put in work for next week's. Do you want to? Should I say what our theme is?
Let's put a theme down. Yeah, let's
We're
get an
we're
idea.
doing we're doing the torture theme. We're gonna
Torture
be looking.
theme.
It's gonna be like more of a historical podcast. We're gonna look at like tortures, cool tortures in the past,
Yeah, do some
present,
research.
and then like think of torture and like
Future.
future tortures, and then our ideal torture. And I'm still working the logistics out. Henry says I can't do this, but just for you, I'm gonna waterboard myself on podcast
I'm not
live.
saying okay. You need like help. Someone needs to waterboard. You can't waterboard yourself.
Hmm.
You need someone to waterboard you.
I asked my sister if she'd waterboard me, and she said no.
It's a big setup though. Like you gotta have like the table and like you need like somewhere to. You gotta have like in a bathtub. You gotta have like a washcloth. That's a lot of stuff.
I was just gonna have
Water.
like a towel on my face, get like water in like a pitcher, and then put a bowl beneath my head.
You ever heard the joke like waterboarding at Guantanamo Bay sounds like a good idea or like a fun
Yeah,
time if you don't know what it is?
yeah.
And it does. I want to go waterboarding at Guantanamo Bay.
You want a waterboarder? Be waterboarded.
I want to just go waterboarding.
Well, that sounds great. But yeah, that's our theme for next next week's episode. Hopefully next week.
I cracked my knuckles on audio. Ready? Oh, I didn't have any crack in there. That sounds weak. That was a weak crack. I'm sorry.
I already cracked my thumbs before.
How long did it take to recharge for you?
20 minutes. Less?
All
Oh,
right.
I already recharged. Popped it. But yeah,
Oh,
thank you everyone for listening to the mostly mediocre podcast. It's
yeah.
been great.
Catch you next week. Still no sponsors, but that's like whatever. It's like
Yeah, Henry might
whatever.
need to make an OnlyFans, but
I might need to make an OnlyFans.
saw some gamer boy bathwater.
Gamer boy bathwater. What's
But
in my window? Creepy.
oh, it's raining. That's why it literally just started raining. I checked outside my
Oh,
window too because I heard something. I'm like, what the fuck is out there?
oh,
But
there
yeah,
was a thunderstorm in London earlier.
oh,
Maybe it's here
we should probably
now.
cut here.
Yeah, let's cut. Cut it. Cut it.
Cut it
Cut it.
and peace.
Peace.